Welcome, everybody. It is a Zen New Year, and it is time to bowl like it's 2025. My name is Gary Hulsenberg, and our co-host, the lovely, the talented, the amazing Daria Pajak.
What a nice words. Thank you so much, Gary. Hi, everyone. Thanks for joining, and I hope you're going to have fun today with us.
We have a special show. We're going to go around the country to live matchmakers. We're going to interview some of our regional managers, some of the pro shop operators that are hosting matchmaker events today featuring the Zen 25. And we're going to hear directly from the consumers that are throwing Zen 25 for the first time. Daria, you were just in a video recently where you did your first 12 shots with Zen 25, and I think producer Blair is going to roll the first half of that video, and we're going to get your thoughts on Zen 25, huh?
Sounds good.
Hi, this is Daria, and you already know that 900 Global came out with a new ball, and that's Zen 25. So I decided I wanted to give it a real test, to give it more shots. So today I'm going to be throwing 12 shots unedited, but it's very difficult sometimes to get any time of the lanes here because the R&D guys keep testing all the new balls, all the different technologies and stuff. So I'm actually going to be bowling on something that is really chopped up. It's quite dry, so expect me to be a little bit further left than maybe some of you like to see me be, but I want to show you that this ball, it never stops, okay? So it doesn't really matter how left I go. I feel like it just continues. I'm going to kind of guess of where I'm going to be standing. I threw a few shots to warm up, but I was to the right, so my ball was hooking, but let me be around here. Okay, so it hit a bit flat. It did, because I kind of lost it on the bottom. I think when you watch it, you will be able to see. I did leave a 10 pin, so normally, if I leave a 10 pin, but it was a good shot, I would move, and then I would go maybe more on the side of it, but I think the shot wasn't great, so I'm gonna stay the same and see what happens, and from there I'm gonna make my adjustment. The ball returns are very slow, so it might be, you might spend a lot of time with me today. Well, let's do it. It's very stressful, you know? I don't think I've done this 12 shots unedited. What if I just I don't know, oh, I was here, 210 and all of that. Okay, so that one was a bit better. The ball did have a bit more side rotation. I saw it getting off the spot really strong. It's very exciting. It was very high, so I'm gonna move maybe one left, try to get the same break point down lane. And I guess if I have 10 more shots, I'm gonna keep testing it and seeing it how far left can I go until the ball just kind of, just doesn't do anything. Likely that at some point, maybe when I'm very far left, I would have to add more axis to help it get off the spot, but for now, I don't really feel the need for that, so just go here.
To throw shots and then talk. I thought
that was really bad.
Oh, you almost got away
tagged
with
the shot so much.
Yeah.
And I'm actually surprised it pushed. I would expect it to go face of Brooklyn. I almost 4-9. I stole 9. If that was a tournament, I would be very angry, being like, oh, I stole 9. No, I'm kidding. but it
even though you didn't throw it good.
Been a worse outcome than what it was. So let me try again. You know, it was Christmas and New Year's, and to be fair, I haven't been on the lanes very much. My travels had taken the best out of me too, so I'm feeling a bit rusty. But let's give it a try. Let me throw a good shot for you.
That's a really oh my goodness.
So that one, it went a bit farther right, and it's just came back to the pocket so easily. And I feel like if the lane was longer, the ball would just keep going, you know? So that's the part that excites me about this ball the most. I have also thrown the Zen GPT, which was an international release that was released in Japan in 2023 when I was touring and promoting 900 Global. and GPT balls. So the difference I can see between this one and the Zen GPT is that I feel like it's a bit cleaner and definitely a lot more off the spot. It could be because of the power edge finish. It could be because of the colors. Could be just because it's updated technology. Okay, so that's left. Guys, this ball.
I hope I
All
can
right.
on the tournaments, target 9-pin, target carry 4-pin. So.
Yeah, so it's hard, like you said. You only had a couple shots to warm up before you went live on the video. You haven't been practicing a bunch at that point because it was filmed during the holidays, and so maybe not as sharp as you normally are. You got a couple left. They both were okay though, right? They both got 9 spare out of the deal. They almost struck.
Yeah, I was very surprised to see how much I was being forgiven. I would have expected to be forgiven when I miss a bit right, because I think it was a beaten path. So sometimes that pattern gives you a bit more right, but it doesn't really give you left, especially with the ball that keeps driving through the pocket so much. So seeing those 2 hits when I left the 9-pin and then I carried 4-pin forward, it's like, wow, like this can be a really good sign. So I was very excited.
Yeah, it's very cool. So Daria, we're gonna go from you in the studio at HQ throwing your first 12 shots, which we showed 5 just now. We'll show the rest of the game or the rest of the shots later in the show. But first up in our travels today, we're heading out to Connecticut. Can you believe that? From Utah to Connecticut, Apple Valley Bowl, Bullwinkle's Pro Shop, where Travis Selmer is standing by hosting a matchmaker. So let's see if we can get Travis here on the feed. Travis, are you with us?
I'm here. Hopefully, you guys can hear me okay. Hopefully.
We can hear you great, and we see that you're walking around. You've got some bowlers in, and are they throwing Zen 25s this morning?
They are. We got everybody down here kind of throwing Zen 25. We have kind of the full side over here, but everybody right here is throwing Zen 25 for us. Got a little bit of a variety of players, I would say. 2-hander, high rev, slow ball speed. So kind of a little bit of everything to kind of showcase the ball for us.
That's great. And so Bullwinkle's Pro Shop, I think this is one of those really great shops in America. And do they host a lot of matchmakers throughout the years?
Yeah, we typically do 2 to 3 a year, I would say, with Rich. And the last time we did one was around this time last year. Just seems to be a good time of year for us, get a lot of participation. Today we were a little delayed because we had a UBA tour stop here. Shout out to the UBA, unexpectedly, because one of the other bowling centers had a fire, and then they had to move it here. So, but yeah, no, everything's good. So,
Our friends
Do you
at
mind me
the
asking what
UBA.
time?
what's
What
that?
time is it there? What time is it there right now in Connecticut?
It's currently 1:40 p.m. Eastern.
Wow, it's 11:40 a.m. here in Utah.
Yeah, early there, a little bit later here. So,
All right. So, Travis, do you have anyone down there on the lanes that's thrown it a few shots that you can go ask their thoughts, their initial thoughts on the Zen 25?
sure, I can give it a try. I got my headphones in, so I may have to one-on-one. You want to talk about Zen 25? All right, hold on. Can you hear him at all, or no? Just start talking. See if they can. Can I hear him? No.
Yeah. What's your name, sir?
Yep, they can hear you. What's your name?
Kevin.
Kevin?
Tell us a little bit about Zen 25 and your.
I think the connection is.
Well, I think we lost him because he's looking toward the lane versus looking at Travis's AirPod. Speak into the AirPod.
Okay, let's see.
No, I don't think we can hear anything at all.
That's okay, Travis. Can you relay it to us?
Yeah, Yeah, sometimes connections like that are difficult in the bowling centers. Either the Wi-Fi gets slow or just the cellular is not very fast. I think maybe that's why we cannot hear.
Travis, can you hear us? No, he can't hear us.
Okay.
We're out.
Well,
We lost our audio.
I'm about to throw a shot though, so we can see it. Maybe
it's like a. This is how New Year's goes. It's all chaotic. It's one big party. There's a lot of chaos, and we're just celebrating the Zen New Year. And Travis, can you hear us back now?
Yeah, can you guys hear me?
Yeah, I think whatever we did with the AirPods there, it kind of muted all the.
Messed it up. Okay, so he was saying. Okay, so yeah, he was basically saying that with Zen 25, it allows him to play more of the lane, whereas most pearlized balls he doesn't match up that well with. But this one blends it enough for him, and it's predictable as far as what he's looking for with his eye. And he likes it a lot better than pretty much anything else that he's tried today in comparison. So.
All right, Travis. Well, we appreciate you bringing us some live action from Connecticut, Apple Valley Bowl, and Bull Winkle's Pro Shop. And thanks for, including us in your matchmaker there. We hope it's a good day for everyone. We hope everyone has a great time. And I guess that's it. We'll let you get back to it, my friend.
Yeah, thank you.
All right, thanks for having us. Appreciate it.
Well, that's stop one on our tour, Daria, and we started on the East Coast. Let's see where we're going to go next. We're going to go to a town in Asheville, North Carolina, which was hit really hard by the hurricane, and they're still recovering. And I think Steve Todd is our regional manager in that area, and he wanted to share some love. He's at Slingin' Wood Pro Shop in Asheville, North Carolina. I don't know if he's called into the show yet, but he will be next up. As soon as producer Blair gets him on the feed, we will go there next in our journey around the country.
I think that's so cool, though, that we can just connect to anybody we want that just joins the call, and we can see how they ball, what they're doing is a different time. And also props to the player that was showcasing the Zen 25, because if you really look closely, he just threw 2 shots for us and both of them struck. So I'm sure he was very stressed, though.
Yeah.
I would if I was in his spot.
Yeah, he did a great job for sure. And so, Daria, while we're waiting for Steve Todd to call in, we're going to start showing some of the 5 ways video, which is a video we produce pretty much at Storm on every new big release. And it shows the different styles of players with different rev rates and maybe how they're utilizing the equipment and matching up. This is something you can find on our YouTube channel, of course. And so let's see what that 5 ways starts to look like as we wait for Steve Todd to report from Asheville.
Sounds great.
Hi, this is Daria, and I had an opportunity to bowl the Zen 25. I had a chance also to throw the Zen GPT that was released in Japan. So the biggest difference that I see between Zen GPT and Zen 25 is that Zen 25 seems to go a little longer for me, and just my personal belief, I think it could be the colors a little bit darker, but also because of the power edge, I feel like the breakpoint is really defined and the ball snaps a lot. Doesn't matter how far left I go, it's not gonna give up on me. It's not gonna lose the energy that I really need once I go left. So that helps me with not needing to manipulate my hand so much to create more and more access as I move left. And it also helps me to get those extra hits because of the AI core.
All right. Well, listen, Steve has called in. We got a little bit of you throwing the Zen 25 again in the 5-way video. We're going to go to Steve Todd in Asheville, North Carolina. Bring him on in, producer Blair. Wow, look at that. What is that a picture of?
My must be glass. Yes.
There's Steve Todd.
Hi, Steve.
Hey guys, how are you? It's this place is packed. I can't hardly hear you.
Well, thank you for Blair Witch projecting us on this video. It's like you're out in. How are our friends in Asheville doing? They had such a hard few months. Is everyone doing good? Are they in good spirits?
Very good. For like the first 2 months or so, they try to take care of their own issues, but the league come back strong. People are back bowling and spending money. It's real good. The shops that I visited today were busy. They're moving on.
All right, Steve, can you show us? Turn your camera to the bowlers for us.
Say again, sorry.
Can you show us the bowlers that are down on the lanes at the Matchmaker that you're doing there at Slingin' Wood Pro Shop?
Yeah, right now we actually got a pretty good mix, but it's about 9% bowlers that showed up early today that come out first. But we have a few some younger, but not any young kids out here throwing balls yet. They're coming later. There's some kind of tournament this morning, but so far we're 45 minutes in, and we got like 25 people here, so it's been kind of busy right at the beginning. And we've had a couple that throw the ball decent. That's been throwing the Zen 25. One lady, she still throws the original Zen, and she says, "Oh, this is just gives her much more room." So she's really going to dig it, and she said she was definitely going to pick it up because it'd be a great compliment to her original Zen.
Yeah, are the bowlers finding it to be a bit stronger than original Zen?
Yes, that was the first thing she said. She said she could actually move in with it more, and it recovered and still struck very well for her. So yes, she said that was the big key. She plays pretty straight with her originals in, which she's had it for a couple of years. So the fresher covers always want to hook more, but yeah, she definitely liked that.
All right, Daria, do you have anything for Steve Todd and our friends in North Carolina?
I wanted to see if there's any way we can see any bowlers. Do you think you could turn the camera, or we won't be able to see? Wow, it's quite busy.
All right, we got a group of people down there trying it.
Yeah. So, like I said, it's a very good turnout so far, and we got another 4 hours to go.
Steve, we're gonna let you take care of our friends in North Carolina, and please give a shout out to all them. It's good to see them out having some normalcy in their lives after this tragedy that unfolded. So I'm glad to see you're hosting it. Thank you for putting on an event for all the bowlers in the community to enjoy, my friend.
Thank you guys too. Yep, it's been good.
All right, folks. Well, that's Steve Todd coming from Asheville, North Carolina. Daria, have you ever been to Asheville, that area?
I was just trying to think if I had been, but I was in North Carolina on the 2nd of January, so I drove through it not very long ago, but I don't think I've bowled a tournament in North Carolina. I can't remember anything really.
Yeah, other than it's really beautiful part of our country. The
Yeah,
scenery is beautiful.
Yeah, I lived in Florida, so sometimes I think I would drive through North Carolina sometimes, but I don't think I've ever really been to the state, So
Yeah.
hopefully PWA Tour is going to take us there one day.
All right. Well, listen, Daria, we are going to chat a little bit more, maybe show the back half of your first 12 shots video, and maybe just talk a little bit about it while you're throwing Zen 25.
Sounds good. I haven't seen the final productions,
but I like them.
Where it leaves the
Love it. So if you follow me or see some of my videos, you see that the ball that I always have in the back, always, is a Zen Gold Label. That ball is money for me. I love it. So if I was to compare those two, I would say that Zen is a little bit bigger. It goes a little longer for me. Could be also because of the layout. And sometimes when I think that it would be okay, it still goes too long. And I think that this ball is gonna fill that gap, that need that I had for something clean and a lot on the back. Okay, let's move two more. And let me move my eyes too.
I would use the Zen Gold Label, the black one, when I really have to get in and it's like dry. Sometimes it just goes too long for me.
Ignore that, I fell off the shot. But the biggest difference that I see between the original Zen, you know, the one that came out first, the blue one, and that one is a little bit longer for me, but it has so much down lane. I think that the biggest difference that you can see is definitely the finishing, the power edge, but also the AI core. That's something that Zen did not have. So this is like Zen on steroids. New technology for 25, and I'm super excited for it. Let me try.
I really hope that would be the ball that players would pick up as, you know, maybe one of the first balls for 900 global that they would try. Because they would
Yeah, you see how it keeps driving to the pocket? That's something that I love to see, especially when I'm so far left and that I don't get those flat 10 pins. One of the things that I really like about it is that I have a Zen Gold Label. So if you watch me bowl, you know that I always have that ball in my bag. But I would say that it's a little bit weaker than Zen 25. So I feel like I can complement them very well. So if Zen is a little bit too weak, the Zen Gold Label, that one will be spot on.
I think actually the Zen Gold Label and the new one, they kind of complement each other. The blue original Zen would be a bit maybe not earlier, but a little bit like more lazier.
Okay, if you see that, that means that you have to move. My pocket's been very high, so I'm gonna move a little bit. See if the ball is gonna keep on driving through that pocket. One thing though, I don't know how they do it. It's very difficult to bowl and then talk and then bowl. I feel like I need to catch a breath. Shaitan, if I'm breathing too loud again, you know what to do. Okay, we're gonna do one more shot. I'm just gonna move one, and hopefully I'm gonna see what I want to see. I love the colors on that ball. I think it's great. Sometimes I forget my chamois, so don't mind me washing it with my
Use your shirt.
Okay.
I know.
Left.
We need a chamois shirt, Daria. We need to invent a chamois shirt that you just wear to bowl in.
Yeah, so that was actually a bit more in than what I anticipated. I'm very happy that it dug in that oil and it still went to the pins. That's a very, very good sign. When I try the ball and I see that, I'm very excited. So to summarize, right? Power edge, AI core, those are the biggest differences between the Zens that you know. I think that this updated version is definitely gonna give you more pop in the back, and the AI core is also gonna give you more carry because it's been tested, it's proven. More carry, more pins, more tournament wins. All the best, guys. I hope that you're gonna be throwing lots of strikes in 2025.
All right, Daria, I loved it. You looked like you were throwing it good.
Watching it back, no, actually I wasn't throwing it that well as I was saying, but watching it, like, forgive me so much. Like the last shot when I said, oh, I'm gonna move one left, and I did move one left with my feet, but I also dragged my eyes left. So I ended up like just changing my line parallel to what I was doing, and it still struck. It just kind of shows how well the ball was doing in the drier spot when I still went high, and then when I moved everything more in the oil without like leaving my eyes to the right when the dry spot was, and it still like it went to the pocket and it still hit so hard. So that's why this ball makes it special, and I can't wait to use it on the tournament. And I think I'm gonna be using it tomorrow at the Utah Open.
Beautiful. All right. Daria, we created a special webpage specifically for Zen 25 because the deal is this, right? This was Zen was and is still remains to this day the most popular, the most sold global bowling ball. And people have been asking we want a new Zen. We want a new Zen, and it's been in development. And it's this new one, Zen 25, right? The oils change over time. The viscosities change. Our technology inside HQ changes. And so when we come up with this ball, we wanted to take everything people love about original Zen and make it new and exciting for the new environments and oil patterns that we bowl on. And so Zen 25 is hitting all those things, right? It's just a stronger version of original Zen. It's got more tech built into it. And so we built this web page. If we can get it pulled up here, we'll take a look through it. I think Blair's working on pulling it up. So again, it's Bowl Like It's 2025. This is the new year. And if you go through, you can learn all about the components of the Zen 25 in detail, the flare potential, the ball shape, which is pretty angular, by the way, and then the tech specs and why we designed it, all the numbers. And then, of course, it ends at the very bottom with the Zen Ball Good T-shirt, which is something that people were asking for, a Zen T-shirt, and so we made that. Was everyone would say Zen Ball Good, right? That was kind of the fun. All the bowlers would say that. So there you have it. It's hanging up in my office at home. But Zen Ball Good shirt is available now, and so we obviously got all your impressions on Zen 25. Did I describe it for the most part pretty right on? Is it a modern day version of Zen?
Yeah, I think you're very spot on, and I think it's very fair to give a lot of credit to R&D guys and everybody who had worked on developing that ball, because we have expectations of what we want with the new ball, right? Obviously, if we want a new Zen, then it has to be better. It has new technology that the plant has been working so hard on to develop. So then they have to combine the new technology with the AI core, with the different finish, and make sure that it does what people want to see. And coming to that, it's not really easy. It takes so many hours of testing for them and so many tries. And I think the fact that they just did it spot on, I think that's something that really deserves a big applause from everyone that had been working on that ball. And it definitely is exactly what you were saying. It's just modern version of the old Zen. It's like I saw in the video, it's kind of like a Zen on steroids, a little bit more everywhere, but there's a lot more in the back. It leaves that pin deck. If the lane was longer, it would just keep going. The ball that doesn't really seem to quit. I think that it's all the best that we had seen from the previous Zens, and even better.
Yeah, for sure. Coming up next, we're going to go to Georgia with Ralph Solon when he calls in. And then we're going to finish it off where I just flew home from yesterday in the Chicagoland area. Excuse me. Poplar Creek, where we had the Beat the Champs filming on Thursday night, where we saw Brady McDonough bowl 300 live. That's never been done in the 62-year history of Beat the Champs. And our youth bowler bowl 300. It was very exciting. But that is where Brad Snell owns and operates a great pro shop called the New Approach Pro Shop, and Andy Schutt will be with him. So we've got a couple more of our regional managers going to be calling in. Ralph's going to call in here in just a couple of minutes. And I think there's a couple of questions that maybe, Daria, you could answer for everyone. Do you see Graham's question?
Yes, I do. He's asking whether I tried to take off the polish and put maybe a 3000 or something like that off the Zen, because it is very shiny off the box. So I'm going to answer very quickly because that's in my plans for tomorrow. I don't know if you guys know, but in Utah, once a year, we have a very, very big event sponsored by Storm. It's called Storm Utah Open. And it's absolutely difficult pattern. It's always like a reality check to start the new year. I think this pattern this year is 39 feet, 33 mils, or 32 high. I'm not 100% sure. Ratio is a little bit less than 2 to 1. So I bowled on it yesterday and I used some new balls, but we mostly threw balls like urethane, and I did throw the level, the new storm ball. And then I had to go to a bigger ball, and I did try the origin, and it looked very good. And I do wish that I had a little bit like surface on my Zen, because I liked how it shaped, but it was just a little bit too long. So my plan for it is just to knock off that polish. And I really, really think that this ball is going to be great once the lanes blend out a little bit after game one, when they're like still really difficult. And that, I think, was going to be my go-to ball for tomorrow when I'm going to be bowling the next steps of the tournament.
Good. Well, good luck in the tournament. There's Storm Utah Open. It keeps growing and growing. Is sold out. All the squads are full. It's fantastic. And like you said, they're very demanding oil pattern. It's always low scoring conditions.
Yeah, I think everything's sold out today, so that's why I can be here, because I missed to sign up for Saturday, so I was bowling yesterday, and thankfully I made it. So today I'm free.
Good for you. Daria, we're doing the PBA Tour starts up this week, and tomorrow's practice starting in Delaware, and we have the Battle of the Brands. This year is new, and it's replacing the PBA League, and so this is the new version of the PBA League, which is the Battle of the Brands. And then us at Global decided that we're going to play a little like fantasy football kind of a deal, where all the fans get to go in and vote for the 5 players that they want to see competing in each one of the events. Now, so this week's vote, you're voting for we have an 8-person team on Global. These are our guys. They're up there on the screen. And you get to decide what 5 players start for the Global team each week. So this week's voting is almost over. You have time today to vote, and then we'll make the announcement tomorrow with the PBA. And then next week, the next tournament, you get to vote again. So like this week, you might have voted for one of my favorites, Chase Nadeau. I love Chase. He's a great dude, and he's a rookie on tour. And I think he's a great bowler, and I think he's going to crush them. But I don't think he's getting voted in this week into the top 5. So therefore, we might go to next week. You can vote for Chase if you didn't vote for him this time.
Yeah, I feel like people tend to vote for people that they see a lot and they know. I feel like Chase is new to the tour. He's not new to me because I bowl against him so much. He's from our area, phenomenal bowler, and I'm really looking forward for you to get to know him better, as well as seeing Andrew Anderson throwing our balls. It's so nice to have him on the team, So I'm just very excited that you guys have a chance to really pick the guys that you want to see, and it's not like once and done. You can do it every week, so please do so, because you do have an actual impact of what's gonna be shown and how the matches can go.
Absolutely. And I can tell you, if we're doing it, it's full transparency, so you have to vote on Facebook, and you could see who's garnered the most votes. So both Barnes boys are in. Andrew Anderson is in, and
who else is there for the first week?
Blair, can you pull that up again? The last slide. It's a picture of the Barnes, Andrew Anderson, Sean Rash, and Hupe, I think, are going to be the 5 that got the most votes so far. There's still time for someone else to get in, like Sloan or Richie Teese or Chase. But if they don't get in this week, all I was saying is all season long, you get to vote every week on who you want to see starting in the roster for 900 Global. It's just a fun, cool way that we're doing it this year. And so we wanted to involve our fans, and we wanted to give the power to you at home, that you're the ones picking the Global team. And so that's pretty cool. Ralph Solon is calling in currently from Georgia. He was, as technology has shown us in the first 2 folks that called in, he was frozen. Yeah, Daria, we're not frozen.
Yeah, I think it's just the connection. Unluckily, like maybe their Wi-Fi or the connection is just not good. So then it just lags or just freezes. But I hope that, the next calling we get is going to be good so we can see the bowlers bowl as well. But at least it's nice to hear from them of how many people came, what they liked, what they saw, because it's like getting information from different parts of the country that we put all together here to be able to form our own opinions about what we see and what we hear. And so far, it's been really good, and I'm very excited, and I'm very happy that this ball is the ball that's gonna start up the year for 900 Global.
Yeah, we're super pumped about it. How do you think it plays off your other 900 global products that you have in your bag? Like when do you foresee using Zen 25?
So I have my current 900 Global bag would be the Origin, right, the blue ball. Then I have the Sublime Focus that's been very good for me for tournaments. Then we have the Zen Gold label that's been discontinued for a while. So this is my balls I have in the bag. Now we added the Zen 25, right? So I would say that for me, the Origin and the Sublime would be very close, but the Origin is an asymmetrical, Sublime is a symmetrical, right? ASIMs tend to lock up in the mid lane a bit more, tend to be a little bit stronger. I feel like Sublime, though, is the ball that I would take first out of the bag. And then if I need a little bit more, I need something more in the mid lane, more overall, I would go to Origin. But the moment that either of those balls goes away, like, we move left and they kind of like, don't have it enough, that's when the Zen 25 comes in play. That's when I can throw it and I know it's going to get off spot. Once I keep moving left and left and left, and I actually don't mind having to loft the ball a little bit. But when comes the time that this ball is just too much because I have to throw it to the right, but obviously it might have not enough anymore when I'm so left, then I would take the Zen Gold label and just like shovel it to the 3-pin. So I think above all the balls, the Zen 25 at this point would be the ball that I would have in my hands for the longest period of time. Right? We're saying Origin and Sublime game 1, 2, maybe something like that, and then Zen game 2, 3, 4, 5, and until I feel like I need something weaker, something that is laid out a little bit longer pin from my PAP to give me the length. That will be my Zen Gold label. So this is my lineup, and I feel very confident if I was to take just those balls, just those with me at a tournament, and I feel like I have everything covered. I would just need my spare ball, but I got away from the spare ball. I throw urethane, so I will have my lovely Booyah, right? The urethane that I still have in my bag, and that's it. I can go and travel, and all of my balls are 900 global, and I feel confident that they will definitely cover all the different scenarios that can happen when we bowl.
I love it. All right, so Rich has offered up from Netgear to send us some Wi-Fi with 7 APs. It looks like. Thanks, Rich. We appreciate Netgear's support. And also, Chad had a question for you.
Mhm. Do you see the Zen being more of a transition or burn ball for you? So I think for me, it would be exactly when I was saying that if I'm throwing the bigger balls, like big slow balls, right? Think about like Ion Max, for example, from Storm, or think about Origin like with Surface, or Sublime that is still kind of like slow in the mid lane, right? Those balls tend to get a bit flatter as we move left. It all depends on the bowler, how flat and how fast they can get. Some can stay with those balls for a very long time until they just take all the oil away from where they're bowling, and then they have to move left. So for me, depending on the lanes, it would be either a transition or a burn ball, right? So right now, I'm bowling Utah Open 30 plus mils. I would call it a burn ball because there's so much oil that those big balls can hold up for a lot longer. So then my Zen is going to come and play later. But normally, we don't see that much oil, right? We see anywhere between 23 to 28, maybe 29. And then I could see my Zen as being my transition ball. And as I said, because it just keeps going, I feel like the longevity during the tournament or league is very, very long, because we can keep moving left as it starts like drying up. Because as we move left, it still has that like pop in the back, and it still keeps going. So that's why I think it's a very versatile ball. And for those who have maybe a little bit like more speed and wish to throw that ball for like fresh, it's all right, because I really think you can have to get the polish off the coffee and put a little bit of surface to make sure that it's the mid lane in time.
Perfect. I think someone's called in from somewhere, Daria.
I overheard it. Yeah.
Andy or Ralph Solon. It looks like it is Ralph Solon calling in from Georgia.
Everything was good for left-hander.
Hi, Ralph.
Hello, Daria and Gary. How you doing? Sorry, we're running late here.
Big matchmaker?
Oh my goodness, we got a bump. We had to. It's the first matchmaker I've had in a while that I had to tell them to pump the brakes. We had so many signups, we could barely fit them all on our 6 lanes. So yeah, but that's a good problem to have. Everybody was excited about the Zen 25 and all the other new products. You can see. Do you have the front camera working? Sorry, I can't hear you that well. Is my front camera working?
Yeah,
we can hear you.
So you can see. Can you see all the bowlers or just me?
Just you.
Can I get? How do I get here? Let me.
There we go. Ralph is at Fun Bowl Bowling Store in McDonough, Georgia, and south of Atlanta, I believe. And we got some Zen 25s going down the lane there at Fun Bowl. And how can you? Is there anyone there, Ralph, that can talk on Zen 25, or you can translate what they're getting out of the ball?
I'm going to try to get to that point. I've been fitting so many people. I haven't actually gone down, and but I will. If you've got, give me a minute. Let's just get another visual here.
Yeah, they're stacked. Everyone's in there.
Have you thrown this Zen 25?
Well, no.
A little bit. Have you thrown it, John?
No. Well,
Okay. All right. We're still working. We just got started at 2. It's pretty busy. So again, this is a little madhouse here right now. As you can tell, there's not many Zen 25s on the table. They're all out there. I have 8 of them typically. Yeah, you like it? Have you thrown the Zen 25? Tell them, huh? Tell them. That's my favorite ball. There we go. We have a happy customer. It says his favorite ball. So we'll find some more. We're working in here on the lanes.
Ralph, let's historic career with Storm for yourself. How long have you been with the company? And are you still loving every day when you get up and go to work?
Oh, it's sorry for the moving camera pieces here, but 26 years, and it's like I'm still as excited as my first week at Storm. So it's awesome. It's awesome, especially when you have a great staff. Look at what the staff here did. We're at Fun Bowl of Henry County. I'm gonna just pan over to what they did here. This is the welcome I got. I don't get this everywhere. They made a special presentation, and sorry, I'm trying to talk over all the noise, but if I'm yelling, sorry. It's so noisy here because the place is packed. I mean, that's where we're at, and we didn't think we were going to have quite this attendance, so we should have planned for a few more lanes, but it's working. Everybody's doing all right.
All right. So you, in a typical matchmaker, you bring out multiple bowling balls. So the goal is to let our customers experience lots of different balls. So Zen 25 is a feature ball today, but you have other balls there too that they could try to compare them to, right?
Sure. We've got Ion Max, Road Warrior, Level. We typically bring 8 different lines of bowling balls. and then they can compare. We've got the Phase AI, Ion Pro. So we definitely bring out something for everybody because typically, not everybody wants the same ball motion, and they might look at getting 2 balls. So yes, we definitely have everything rolling right now in the current lineup. Matter of fact,
Perfect.
they opened up another pair for us, so we have bowlers on 7 and 8. I'll try to find somebody more.
All right,
We have a
Ralph, I think
bowler. Yes, Gary.
we may have lost you a little bit there briefly, but
Uh-oh.
looks like you're back. Looks like you're back. Let's ask one more person
Okay.
how they
I,
feel about
sorry,
Zen 25.
I was flipping the phone around to try to get some Zen 25 on lane action, but I thought my front camera was going to be working as well, so not
Yeah,
sure how this is going to work.
that's okay. Hey, Ralph, listen, we
All right.
appreciate everyone there in Georgia for coming out and having a great time and celebrating the launch of Zen 25 and Zen New Year. And we hope that they love it. Daria has been bragging about it now the whole show. So,
Yeah. 25 is going to be a good year, especially with the Zen. Thanks.
all right.
Thank you.
Thanks, Ralph. Take care.
All right. Yep. Bye-bye.
Daria, that was Georgia. The only place left, and we didn't do any on the West Coast. Nowhere
Yeah,
on the West Coast.
is it because there's no matchmakers going on today, or because we were not able to connect?
I don't know, Daria. I don't know.
I
But
just
we're
love
going to
it.
Chicago next.
Perfect. What's the name of the bowling center?
This is Poplar Creek, where I was yesterday. I flew
Oh.
home last night from Poplar Creek, and there's our guy, Andy Schutt. How are you, Andy?
Can you guys hear me?
Yes.
Yes,
How we doing, Gary?
we're good. You've got a crew there. They're all bowling at the wonderful Poplar Creek. Brad Snell, PBA champion, runs the pro shop there. He's a fantastic pro shop operator and a silver certified coach. He's got 30 years coaching experience. So the people bowling at Poplar Creek are in good hands with Brad Snell. Hi,
Yes,
Brad.
they are. Hey, Brad, say hi.
Hey. Well,
Great turnout here at Poplar Creek Bowl. Everybody's enjoying the new product, and hope everybody else is wherever you are in the U.S.
did our friend Andy ask him if Gary showed up?
Hey, did Gary show up?
Yesterday, he just before they took off to the airport.
Okay. You showed up.
I mean, his customer, Gary.
You
I felt like you're asking a tricky question at first.
No, he's not.
he did not show up.
Not yet.
He
Not
didn't
yet.
show up.
Not yet.
Okay.
Not yet. So I got this young two-hander here. I'm gonna have you watch this guy throw it. You got your ball? Let's try this one. Yeah, it's we got a lot of people here already, obviously, and I got all the balls, got the levels, N25. Everybody's looking good. Trying to get the two-handed guy down here to throw some balls for me, but he already wore himself out on it. There's the low guy right there.
Well,
His name-
he's got to reset up his whole deal, Andy. The guy
Yep.
he's waiting for a bigger contract, Andy.
He's got to start winning then, right, Gary?
He's got to start winning. Let's go. Hey, is that lane one, Andy?
That was lane one.
Right on the wall there. That guy gets after it.
Yes, he
That's
does.
a strike.
In 9-pin.
Daria, what do you think? What's going on here?
I I'm looking into it. I couldn't see very well if that was a striker and a pin, as Andy was saying, but
Yeah.
it seems like many people are throwing the Zen 25, which is always good.
Yes.
How
I
long
enjoy
ago
it.
did you start the Matchmaker? Did you just start, or it's
We
been some
we
time?
yeah, we just started about 20 minutes ago.
Okay. Strike.
But Andy, so this is in the Chicagoland area, as we talked about, Poplar Creek,
Yep.
where we just had beat the champs. We saw Brady McDonough bowl 300. What's this dude's name?
This is Ryan.
Hi,
Say hi,
Ryan.
Ryan.
What's up,
He was
Ryan?
killing
Listen,
it. He was killing it with the Zen 25, but now he went to the AI.
you switched up on us right when we got our Zen 25 show going.
Yep. He'll go back to it. I'll get him back into it.
It's all right. Andy, listen.
Yeah.
Take care of these great bowlers in the Chicagoland area. Very influential and important part of our country when it comes to bowling, for sure, right? Many bowlers in the Chicagoland area.
Yes. Thursday was absolutely incredible, and yeah, we're gonna get these balls to every good pro shop we can, and do what we can, and sell as many Zen 25s as we can.
Beautiful. Andy, thanks for bringing us some footage from the Chicagoland area. We appreciate it.
Heck yeah! You guys have a great day.
All right, thank you.
See you guys.
All right, so Daria, listen, we toured the U.S. a little bit. We showed some behind the scenes what's happening currently out. I mean, it's happening right now live. So obviously, bad cell phone connections and all the Wi-Fi's and all that stuff. But it's a nice way to kick off a really great product launch for Zen 25, and this is a home run ball that you're going to be seeing a lot of, I suspect, in a lot of different style bowlers' hands, right?
Yeah, I would hope so because I really like it, and I really vouch for that ball. I drilled it for my dad and my mom. My dad is a two-handed, very slow ball speed, lots of rev rate. He absolutely loves it. And my mom, quite slow, not much rev rate. It's so good for her. So just seeing it across so many different styles, from what I could see with my own eyes, makes me very comfortable to really suggest that ball for other players. And I really think it's gonna work very well.
Daria, good luck tomorrow when you go to the finals of the Storm Utah Open.
Thank you.
I hope that you crush them.
I hope so too.
Don't let Gio beat you.
I'm not going to.
Or anyone else for that matter. Folks, listen, if you want to learn more about Zen 25, go to the stormbowling.com website and go to the Zen 25 page. All the information is there for you at your disposal. We've done videos, we've got all the data on the ball, and so you go and learn. And if a matchmaker is coming to an area near you, do that as well. Go check out a matchmaker and throw the ball for yourself and see what it's all about.
I agree. I love matchmakers. I'm very happy every time.
Until next time, everyone.
Bye.
We're going to remind you to bowl like it's 2025 and grab a Zen 25.
And get it.